So we've been talking about the guy on the American tour, Matthew Wolff, and its sort of idiosyncrasies. And really, you know, as I said it before in that video, it does so much that's really, really good. The freewheeling, you know, that zipping through. And I think we can often sort of look at idiosyncrasies of players, a bit like Jim Furyk. People have mentioned him over the years. But the downswings are all classic. You know, it's the backswing. Maybe you could call it taking aim slightly strangely. But everything else from there is just classic. And with Matthew Wolff, what he's doing in taking that club way outside the line, he really has to get back on the line. And as his body goes, everything, the club is really dropping in, and he's creating a huge whiplash. And I'm going to show you an exercise that I call cracking the whip. And it's something that everybody should really practice if they're serious about the golf swing. It's almost like, for me, the icing on the cake. You know, you've got all the mechanics, and once you work through that, gets decent swing mechanics, it's then, you know, moving on to the concept of swinging. And then for me, right at the top of the tree, it's this business of really the transition from the up to the down. And when you watch golf on TV, I'd like you to look really closely now at the transition. All the top players, you see this softness. I was looking at Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy playing together. And when you see them both, as they get here, you see this lovely kind of softness here. It's almost like the club has gone up as everything else starts down. So they really are loading up. And then they're just trusting that to work for them. They all do it, all the top players. Some make it look more obvious than others. Sergio Garcia's got a real, you know, whiplash, hits the ball a long way. Using that, who's the other guy? You see them, so many of them. Brooks Koepka, you know, you see that lovely softness at the top. Gary Woodland, they all do it. So this exercise, you can practice this without a ball initially. And all I'm doing, I'm going back, turning my shoulders back to a half backswing position. We'll skip Matthew Wolff's position out here. We'll get you on plane on the backswing. Now, all I'm going to do from there is, first of all, let the club just relax. There's no tension. See that club bouncing there? It's the tendons of my arms or wrist, really, that's taking the strain. And if I move quite sharply up, what's happened is you get this kind of loading up, and it's almost like doing, it releases itself. And before the club even gets up there, I'm going to start pulling down. It really is basic, very simple concept. Needs practice. Up, down. So the club is being left behind. The wrists are storing that energy, and I guarantee, as long as the left arm doesn't do anything silly, the club will actually square. I know it seems a bit strange when you feel how free it is, but it really is. And if you trust it, you know, when I practice this, the balls actually almost land on top of each other if you just let it go and trust it. So practice swing first, turn, hold the position, and it's quite a sharp pull up and then down. And what you really start to feel is the loading up of the wrist. Real freedom here, definitely not freedom in the grip. That's just a disaster. Firm grip, and then from there just allowing that to zip through. And without any direct muscle power, you're creating a lovely whiplash. Then if I just try that with a ball, back we go. That was as soft as I can possibly be. I mean, I can't tell you, there was just no physical effort whatsoever in that one. So back we go again. And exactly the same, just no physical effort. To hit it harder, all I'm going to do maybe is turn a bit further and then start to just go a bit faster. So first of all, I'll just do a wee bit faster. Now that's me starting to hit it harder. There's no more power going into the shot, just swinging that little bit faster. And these all feel really solid because once I've so-called cracked the whip, I'm just letting the club head swing. I'm not in any way interfering, so you get this lovely free swinging club head. So I'd like you all to have a practice at that. Just try it first of all. Feels a bit odd, and then gradually you can incorporate that into your swing. You'll hit the ball further and straighter, guaranteed. And remember, if you'd like our videos, if you could like and subscribe, we'd appreciate that.